Warning. The show you're about to see contains material unsuitable for children and questionable among most adults. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome, audience at home, to the Actors Group. I am your host, Lyle Hart, and in this show, as we do every week, we will be interviewing one of the greatest actors of our generation who is willing to come on the show and talk to me. Tonight's guest is the esteemed Sir Anthony Daniels. So let's bring him out here. Sir Anthony Daniels.
Hello, yes, thank you.
Right here, sir.
Sit down.
Yes, please do. What a thrill. Try to make you feel at home. You remember? Yeah. No? Okay. We had someone go out and, search a bunch of stores to buy.
Could just take care of that, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Thank
you so much for being here on the Actors Group. As you know, this is the show where I, the host, interview great actors, and my students listen, they learn. It's very exciting for all of us, and we are absolutely thrilled to have you here.
Thank you very much.
So welcome to our show, and now for those of our viewing audience at home and maybe some of the students who don't know, you played the droid C-3PO in Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Thank you.
Let him hear it. Come on. Come on. Let him hear it. Very impressive.
Thank you. Yes, go on. The credits.
Let me check my notes here. The Phantom Menace. So,
Go on.
keep going on? Mm-hmm. Oh, sure. Here we go. Right here. Okay, you also played C-3PO in Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
Revenge of the Sith. Mm-hmm. Yes. The Force Awakens. The Last Jedi. Rogue One. Droids, Rebels, Clone Wars, Star Tours. Oh, I guess that's a ride. Okay, you were C-3PO in that. Here we go. The Lego Movie. You were also C-3PO in that. Okay. Yeah. Let him hear it. C-3PO. That's pretty cool. Okay, here we go. You voiced some Muppets. Okay, you were on The Muppet Show and Sesame Street. Okay, as C-3PO once again. Okay. Robot Chicken as C-3PO. A bunch of video games as C-3PO. Yeah, I think I got him. Did I get him?
No.
I did not get them all.
No.
What are the ones I'm missing?
I actually have a lot of roles that were not C-3PO, believe it or not. I played
Great, that's excellent.
Kenneth in The County Diary of an Edwardian Lady.
Okay.
And, of course, the role that goes without saying, Colonel Donald Humphreys on Holby City.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
But,
you.
I think, speaking as a fan and in a room full of fans, I think the role you're most remembered for and most well-loved for is C-3PO. It's got to be. Yeah.
Well, to the mainstream audience, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess what were the other films you mentioned?
There were sort of live teleplays on the BBC.
Okay, like
yes.
independent teleplays, like low budget, low audience teleplays.
I suppose they were regional productions, sort of like a Playhouse 90, not specifically Playhouse 90, but just different live plays, that sort of thing.
Excellent.
That have aired on television.
What? Well, either way, we're happy to have you here. We are so thrilled, and I'd love to just get right into it and ask you some questions.
I am an open book,
and we're ready to read.
Thank you. Yes.
So, maybe we talk about process, you know?
Yes,
The
yes.
acting process. I just would love to know what was your approach to playing an emotionless robot? C-3PO.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that C-3PO was emotionless. I'd say he had
No emotions.
No, I mean, he was a robot. But
Yes.
in fact, he had a wide range of emotions. He was fussy. He was sort of whiny.
Yeah, okay.
He sort of afraid.
Okay. Okay.
He was stressed out.
It's
He
sort
would
of similar-
complain a lot.
Whiny, complain.
Fearful.
Fearful.
He would sort of pestilent, or petulant, and then he was sort of a fraidy cat.
Oh, of course.
yes.
Yeah.
And so very wide spectrum, I would say.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, and different subtleties, different shades of
Exactly.
sort
Yes.
of, yeah, like sort of whiny, complaining, different shades of emotions, like you were. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know, you did mention the teleplays that you were talking about. I'm assuming those were period pieces.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of them Edwardian, Shakespeare, for instance,
Yes.
and some modern pieces, sort of in the early 1900s. Yes.
So with pieces like that, period pieces, costume plays a huge role
Yes.
in sort of getting into character. So what I would just love to know is, what was it like wearing that gold suit as C-3PO? I think the audience is, yeah.
I suppose the gold suit was it's a bit hot. We were filming in Tunisia, and
Hot.
yes, I think it's a costume.
Was it real gold? I heard somewhere it was real gold.
No, it was painted plastic.
It still got pretty hot, you say?
Yes,
Wow.
hot, cold.
Both.
Yeah, well, we filmed the hot scenes in quite cold temperatures.
Okay.
But I would love to maybe not focus on C-3PO.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't want to talk about C-3PO.
Well, I mean,
But
I think no actor wants to be pigeonholed to one role.
okay, let's not talk about C-3PO.
Thank you.
But perhaps you can embody C-3PO, and C-3PO could talk to us. Maybe we could get C-3PO to talk to the audience, talk to our students.
No,
Is that a yes?
it's a no.
No. Oh, come on. Okay, come on. We have some acting students. They're very excited. I mean, this is a big deal for everyone. I think
All
we'd
right,
all
all right,
like
all right.
to hear a little C-3PO.
All right, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
And so, C-3PO.
Will not be appearing here tonight, unfortunately.
Mr. Anthony Daniels, please, we're all fans. We're all so excited.
Sir Anthony Daniels.
Sir Anthony Daniels. You were knighted.
Well, I wasn't knighted, but I suppose it's just a matter of time.
Oh.
Wouldn't you say?
Well, we are all very honored to be in the midst of a future knight.
Thank you.
It's very exciting. So just one more time, can we get C-3PO to talk to us? C-3PO? Hello? Yo. C-3PO. 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 C-3PO.
Yes, everyone loves the character, yes.
Yeah?
It's everyone's favorite Star Wars character, I understand.
So, yeah, it's definitely a very recognizable character in
Absolutely,
the Star
yes.
Wars franchise, and no
And
one
I
can
think if you want to see C-3PO, certainly you could rent a VHS tape of it or something like that, yes.
yeah, that's one way to see it?
Go to your local video game store, perhaps pick up an audiobook. I do the voice across the board, no matter what it is.
In pretty much everything you've done. It's been C3PO.
No. Colby City.
Right. Colby City and what was it?
Humphreys.
Great.
Yes. Kenneth, Diary of
Are there more of those sort of non-C3PO roles?
Well, yes, I studied, and in the acting school, like many of you right now, I perform many roles in classes.
In school.
Mm-hmm.
And then, were there any acting roles that you were professionally paid to do, aside from those two you named that were not C3PO?
Well, I did some mime work. I think that's what drew me to the role. I mean, if we're going to talk about Star Wars, I saw the script and I hated it. I thought it was just dreadful.
Really?
Absolutely dreadful. It's this campy fantasy movie, and that's not what I do. I'm a mime. I'm an actor. So I didn't want to play a robot, but then I saw some paintings by Ralph McQuarrie, a very talented painter, and I thought, well, this is a paycheck, and it can help supplant my other acting endeavors.
Yeah. So you're a mime.
People love those Star Wars movies.
They certainly do. Now,
they're very popular. Yes.
Very popular. Are you a fan of sci-fi yourself?
No. I went to go see 2001: A Space Odyssey. I walked out 5 minutes into it. It was terrible. Absolutely.
How is that? That's not long enough to know if you like a movie or not.
I could tell there were monkey costumes, and I've heard that there's a sort of a robot character in that too. And,
yeah. That'd be something you could, sink your teeth into, like, study how someone else does a robot.
No.
No? Okay, got some of it. Here's a question. What is R2-D2 up to?
The character is in the films. You can see what he's up to if you, again, rent the VHS tape. But if you, the actor Kenny Baker has passed on. He died in 2015.
There was a guy in there?
Yes.
In the R2-D2?
Yes. There was sort of shake in it. Really, I don't wish to speak ill of the dead, but really, just a bad person.
What? Really?
Truly, I didn't like him one bit.
You didn't like?
No.
Kenny Baker was his name?
Kenny Baker,
you
yes.
didn't like him?
I thought he was just terrible. And the thing that frustrated me the most was that we would get equal billing. It would say featuring Anthony Daniels and Kenny Baker as R2-D2 and C3PO. And I'm emoting. I've got lines. I've got all these
whininess,
action.
complaining.
Exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And what does he do? He's shaking. He's shaking. And sometimes he wouldn't even be on set. They'd just stick a trash can in his place.
So there's sometimes when you were acting with like a trash can is like for your eye line?
Well, I just meant
You were just looking at like a big pile of trash?
I might as well have been. They would just stick a model there. It wouldn't even be a person in there. He'd be sitting in his trailer. Well, I'm sweating in the Tunisian desert.
And sometimes cold.
Sometimes cold, yes. Those green screen rooms are also very cold than those modern ones.
Yeah. They have the air conditioning
Simply dreadful.
running. Yeah.
Simply dreadful. But yeah, I didn't like him one bit, and I'm, good riddance. Dare I say, good riddance. Good riddance to him.
The human being?
If you want to call him that, yes.
I'm sensing.
Sort of a portion of a human being, if you know what I mean.
All right, now, Sir Anthony
What?
Daniels.
Yes.
I'm sensing a lot of bitterness towards your acting.
No. I just think pigeonholing me into this character is not showing off my true range. No,
You have a wide range that you
yes.
feel you haven't been given the opportunity to share with the world.
I'm a trained dramatist, and for instance, I could actually do some some Hamlet for you.
I think we would love that. I think we would absolutely we'd be honored. Where do you want to? Do you need me to get out of the way? Or?
You wouldn't perchance have a skull on you, would you?
No, oh, here we have a. This can sort of serve as a skull. You know, it's like roughly like the shape.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, you're acting. You can.
You don't have a skull. So I saw some props. I saw a sort of toy knife before. We might have a skull. Anyone have a skull?
No one brought a skull to class. No, I think you can use it, right? You're acting.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Great.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing and then to die, to sleep, no more. By a sleep, we say, we have the heartache.
I'm sorry to interrupt and give you. No, you seem to be falling back into your C-3PO character as you're reciting.
Oh, goodness gracious me, no.
No? Oh, okay. I just want you to be aware of that. Maybe.
And the heartache of the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation. I think it's what it is that I'm looking at C-3PO. So it's maybe subconsciously making me
think. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we don't have a skull. It's.
To die, to sleep.
You can't. Okay.
Just go.
No.
Hide this.
No.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Don't bring that up.
Don't let him say. Would you like to try something else? Then maybe something looser. Maybe improvised.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we have.
Not looking at the C-3PO mask would maybe help me a little bit. Yes.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, but I didn't think to bring.
I just love to show how dynamic I can be.
I would like. We have one of our students is a great improviser, Kelly. If you wouldn't mind joining us. This is Kelly.
Hello. Yes. Nice to meet you.
Sir Anthony Daniels. Maybe you could do sort of an improvised scene, something a little looser.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, typically in improv, you ask for a suggestion of a word to get.
Paris. We are in Paris.
We're in Paris, and at the top of the Eiffel Tower. You're not going to propose to me, are you? Because you are my longtime boyfriend.
No, I'm not. Oh, yes, I am.
Great.
Well, it's terribly high up here. Maybe we should get down.
No, don't be scared. Isn't it beautiful? The city
This
of
is
Paris.
practically suicide if we stay up here any longer.
No, this is why I wanted to come to Paris to be at the top of the Eiffel Tower. No, don't be afraid.
Whoa! No,
What?
No.
What?
no, this is madness. No.
Are you okay?
I'm
I'm sorry.
She mucked it up when she touched me. You're not supposed to touch fellow actors. I don't like being touched.
No, I think.
It makes me uncomfortable, and you mucked it up by touching me.
Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have asked. Before. I mean, what you.
Now
did
I'm
fine.
tense. Now I'm tense.
Okay. It seems
Visibly tense.
I'm sorry. I apologize, but I didn't do anything wrong. So.
No.
You did something wrong. You touched my arm.
No. Who are you?
I'm Anthony Daniels.
Who is?
Anthony, you seem to have like a hardened shell around you. Is what sort of like a sort of a metallic,
Well,
robotic.
I've had enough of you. And shame on you for harassing me like that. Time's
no.
up. Time's up.
Okay.
Sir Anthony Daniels, that I don't think
She
you
touched
should.
me again on the way out.
I don't think you should be. Swapped. Okay.
Piss off. Who are you? I've never seen your name in lights.
I know. I'm a student.
There we go. And you should show more respect to your fellow actors.
Sir Anthony Daniels, please don't verbally attack my students. Please. We're all excited to have you here. I didn't know. I would have set the ground rules about the touching if had I known.
No, it's just you're not supposed to sexually harass your.
I don't think.
What?
I don't think
She
that
touched my arm. You saw it. You saw it all.
people do touch each other when
I'm
acting.
a bit of a germaphobe.
Okay, so that's on me. I should have done my research. I didn't know.
Yes.
Are you okay, Kelly?
I'm fine.
Maybe we just move on. Okay. Do you want to? I had sides for another scene you could do, but
Well, what's wrong with that one?
I feel like this is going to be a little bit out of your wheelhouse, especially if you don't like the.
I just showed you a dynamic range.
It's true, but if you don't like being touched, I really don't. It's okay.
I can take any challenge that you have.
Okay. I have the sides right here. If you want to do, our student Darren is gonna. Thank you, Darren.
Darren, are you going to touch me?
Would you mind if I did?
No, I wouldn't mind. I consent to it.
Again, Kelly, that's on me. I should have laid.
I'll start, Lyle.
Yes, please.
I won't fuck with Ramirez, you cocksucking
Goodness gracious
motherfucker.
me.
Because I got no beef with Ramirez. What I do got is two sons headed down a dark path, and they need somebody to set them straight. So that means I suffer through whatever shit you want to put me through. Well then fine. Fuck my shit up. I don't care.
I got all the time in the world to fuck your shit up. Since these cocksuckers put me in ADX, I've had all the time in the world to make it a living hell for any punk ass to got a little bitch. Little bitch like you that wants to talk tough. No one comes out here a saint, but you might come out okay if you do what I say.
And then what? Then what? I become a sick fuck just like you? Then my sentence runs longer? I get more comfortable being in the pen? Nah, I'm going home.
If you get into a fight, then you fuck up your parole. You try to be a good little boy so you can get out of ADX, see your two sons. But you know what I'm wondering? What if you don't get out? What if, well, you're up for parole, you get into a brawl, a knockdown drag-out with your Ruby? What if every time you were up for parole, Holmes gets some bad shit again, and now you have to serve your entire sentence? And your two sons become monsters. That's what I'm wondering about.
You cocksucking motherfucker.
You've been here for what? A minute? I am here for life. This is not the schoolyard, Holmes. You lose an eye, you get kicked in the balls, you get a face full of shit, you become a different man. I want you dead. You're dead. I just got to pick up the body. But I ain't done with you living just yet.
Do something, bitch. Fuck me up. Make me mad. Get mad. Getting mad and killing people's what got me here.
Nope. It's time to get up your shit, motherfucker. Before I stick this blade so far up your ass, you'll be shitting bloody Swiss Army knives for a motherfucking week. I suppose if I get the aim right. And then, don't have. Was it a sort of a physical?
What?
I guess there's a physical thing.
Hey, don't hit me. Stop.
Ow!
Okay, stop. Ow.
Okay. Break it up. Okay.
I cannot move my neck.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Can I touch you?
Consent to letting me touch
you? Yeah. Okay. You know what?
I need medical attention.
Okay. Just sit down.
Oh, dear Lord.
Right now, we're going to get some medical attention for Sir Anthony Daniels, but while we do, we have a very special musical guest. They are going to be performing this Saturday, March 31st at Alphaville in Brooklyn. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Tough Age. Sir Anthony Daniels,
I'm back.
you're back. Are you okay? Do you need a hand? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Touching.
Thank
There
you.
go. Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were able to get the medical attention you
I'm
need.
actually trained in stage combat, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, I don't. You wouldn't believe it, yeah. From that, yeah, I wouldn't.
Things happen, I forgive you. You, on the other hand.
Okay. But you're feeling all right. We're okay to continue to move on.
I am a professional. I once
Yeah.
stubbed my toe while playing R2-D2 in the filming of The Phantom Menace.
And did you have to stop
Well,
at all?
I wasn't in the
Production?
suit. It was more of a puppet in that film, so I just had to sit in that booth for hours upon hours.
I must. You
An absolute pain, dreadful, dreadful. Yes.
from stubbing your toe.
From stubbing my toe.
Yeah. And they didn't have. Did they have to shut down production at all for?
No, I
They were
just
able to go on pretty
Sitting
easily.
in a booth for hours in pain.
Wow. Well, we're ready to carry on if you're feeling up to it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
still believe I can show off my range. I think that scene was a tad bit too far from what my expertise is. Maybe
Sure,
something.
yeah, the whining and complaining.
Well, no,
sort of thing,
I'm
yeah.
saying I can do a full spectrum of emotions, but I don't like cursing, and there's some slang words in there, and maybe
Yeah.
some ethnic phrasing, and
Okay. I mean, it did get a little blue.
yeah,
Yes.
Holmes. Is that Spanish?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. We do have another one of our students. I think they just have some questions they like to ask you.
Well, ask away. Maybe perchance I am the captain of a pirate ship.
Well, first off, I want to say it's an honor to share the stage with you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for coming here. And I think it's so brave of you to have faced the abuse of my fellow students. And I thought it was very gracious of you to forgive one of them.
Thank you. Yes.
And I just want to say, will you record an outgoing voicemail message on my phone? If you could do it, just say, hey, this is Artem's phone. He's not available, but he'll call you back soon. And,
Okay.
just do it in the C-3PO voice.
I suppose so. All right. This is Sir Anthony Daniels.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to give you a note. But if instead of saying a thing with Sir Anthony Daniels, if you could say, this is C-3PO.
Usually, I don't let my students give the actor guests note, but in this
Yeah, we're
in this
only
case, I'm
supposed
gonna
to do it if
allow it. I'm gonna let them give
It's
you
only
notes.
if it's really, really wrong.
Yeah.
I prefer to just say Anthony Daniels.
Okay, tell you what, don't say the name at all. People will recognize the voice if you do it well enough.
All right. Well, this is my voice.
People know and love C-3PO.
Yeah.
I know.
He's probably a top 10 Star Wars character.
It's the #1 Star Wars character, believe it or not.
Yoda. But then,
Hello. What's your name?
Artem.
You have reached R2's phone. Thank you for calling. Right, R2? Your
No,
name
that
is?
was perfect. You have no idea how happy you made me. Okay, just one more thing. Would it be possible for me to touch the helmet?
Wait, I mean, that's not my helmet. That was purchased at a party store of
Yeah,
some
sure.
sort.
But still, I mean, it's C-3PO.
It's not my. This is made of.
What?
plastic.
Could we touch it together?
Oh yeah. Maybe if you both
I'd rather not. No.
And then, if you could.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. If you could just get both hands on it, I know you're in pain.
Yeah. Does he have both hands on it?
No, he's just got the one.
Okay.
Okay, now both are on it, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna put my arm around you.
Great.
Oh!
All right. Okay. Here we go. There you go. Yeah.
Wow, that is. Thank you.
I just hope you know this is not the actual helmet. It's merely a mask.
It's a pretty good replica.
Do you have it?
I
The real one?
I have versions. Yes.
How many? I have 17. Can you beat that?
No.
Well, I knew it.
It's very impressive, Artem.
Do you have any questions not regarding Star Wars?
Yeah.
Maybe perhaps acting method?
Okay, yeah. They say to not act with children or animals because they steal focus. You know, it just makes it hard.
Yes, yes, yes.
Did you find that the same thing happened with R2-D2 because of the size difference?
It's a very good question.
Yes.
Like there are some
yes,
scenes
yes.
where...
The answer is yes.
Yeah. Like I just
He
forget that
stole,
you're in
he
them.
stole quite a bit of focus.
Yeah.
Got equal billing, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, we were at the Academy Awards together, and everybody wanted to take a picture with R2-D2. Nobody wanted to take a picture with me. Sir Anthony Daniels.
I mean, do you think that's just because I didn't know what Sir Anthony Daniels looked like? Like they know what C-3PO looks
People
like.
should know what I look. I have a hand imprint in the Hollywood Walk of Fame
Would
in front of the Chinese
you
theater.
have a handprint? Is it in front of the?
Yes,
Is it a robot handprint?
I was wearing the robot gloves.
You
yes.
were wearing the robot glove at the time. Yeah.
Anthony.
Yeah. Also, would you mind terribly if I stopped calling you Sir Anthony Daniels, just since you're not yet? I'll call you that once you get the, you're actually knighted. But
Very well.
Was C-3PO also British?
No, he was a protocol droid. So, sit down.
Okay.
Sit down.
thank you, Artem. Thank you.
Thank
Those
you.
were great questions.
Thank you, I know.
Oh wow, This is quite the surprise and very exciting. We actually have a surprise guest. I think you're all going to enjoy this. We have Daisy Ridley in the house. Daisy Ridley. Daisy Ridley. Wow. Thank you so much. Maybe. Would you like to? Maybe you could just take a seat. Yeah. Would you mind?
It's my chair.
Yeah. It wasn't.
It's my
It's
chair.
just your neck that hurts, right? It's not your legs. You're fine to stand.
You don't mind, do you?
My
you
legs
don't
are a
mind.
bit sore.
Yeah. Is it the stub toe? The healing? You're
just going
fine.
to
You're
prop-
fine.
I'm
Yeah.
going to prop my leg up right here.
Okay.
But I'm still part of this.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. Wow, Daisy Ridley.
Yes.
We are so thrilled to have you here.
Incredibly honored to have you.
The
Thank you
star
for joining us.
of The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Yes.
This is quite the thrill. Life must have really changed for you after landing that
Oh, yes.
Absolutely,
role.
completely.
Talking to Daisy, yeah.
Absolutely, completely. I mean, every actor knows what the struggle is to make it and to break it.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. We all know the actor's pain, don't we?
I'll
The
direct the
years
questions.
you have to work just
I'll-
to get a chance. When were you cast as your character?
Well, I was actually cast when I was in my early 20s, but I dropped out of university and was bartending for a few years before I was able to
Wow.
have
So
such a
I was-
successful
you were-
thing.
I was 45
Sorry.
years old when I began my role as C-3PO.
Great. So you were bartending when you got that call that changed your life.
That's correct.
Wow. And it must have just turned everything around for you.
Absolutely. Such a massive franchise as Star Wars. I mean, we work so hard to just be like an extra in a TV show.
Absolutely.
And to
yeah.
land such a massive role. I mean, Star Wars, there's a massive culture surrounding it.
Absolutely.
Phenomenon.
It absolutely is a global
Yes.
phenomenon.
And you must, after landing that enormous role, you must be so busy now.
I am so busy.
Oh, the conventions, the autograph signings, you're so busy.
I'm sure the conventions and the autographs are part of it.
Absolutely,
Go
But
to
but
Disney
need-
World.
I haven't had a day off in so long. I mean, I dream of the day of being able to just wake up and go to the laundromat and do my clothes once in a while.
Of course.
I've
I go
been
to the laundromat every week. Oh, what a pain that is.
And so, are you find you're being offered a lot of
Yes.
work?
No,
now?
here's the problem. When you're famous for Star Wars, that's all you get famous for. You don't
I think-
cast in anything. You'll say, Agent, why didn't you send me out for that role? Oh, they're remaking Romeo and Juliet. Oh, they're remaking this and that. Oh, and then nothing comes your way because We don't want C-3PO in the role.
Well, I think that's the.
And that's
I think
exactly what you have to look forward to. But it is part and parcel of being part of one of culture's greatest phenomenons, Star Wars.
I think Daisy's experience might be a little different since like her face is actually like appears in the films and she's probably getting hired in other films. Yeah.
It is very common for us to get pigeonholed into a specific genre even.
Okay.
But I've been very fortunate and very grateful to land roles that are not just within the sci-fi universe.
Of course.
I've been doing a lot of work in thrillers and dramas, and I have a romance coming out soon. And I also recently lended my voice to Peter Rabbit. I was Cottontail in that movie.
Oh, wow. I can't. Yeah. I can only imagine.
Who cast that?
And you found
Who casted that?
My agent helped me get that.
But who was the casting director?
What?
I would love to know who cast you in that role.
And you find you had
I have a reel.
similar problems after your Star Wars experience. You were getting cast in tons of various films.
No.
No, interesting. No, you were, but you had was it like Gullible Gimby or whatever the was that one you?
Well, I was getting off as well.
You never
The
told me about...
BBC wants to do some radio plays to play C-3PO, and then I would have to do that. Star Tours is opening in Disney MGM Studios, so now you have to go there, record a pre-ride video. it's similar.
Yeah. Not exactly similar. See, now this is the sort of the acting range that's impressive. Like seems like a wider acting range than kind of what you were talking about before.
I don't think so.
I'd love to talk about some of these projects that you're just so busy now. It sounds like. And,
Yes,
yeah.
it's it all started from being the new face of
Yes.
this new Star Wars
The
trilogy.
new Luke, you might
Luke.
say. Yes,
The
yeah.
new Luke,
The
yes.
new
But not
star of Star Wars.
Well, no.
Daisy Ridley.
Au contraire.
The new star.
I'm actually the star of Star Wars. In fact, who is the first person you see in Star Wars? It is I, C-3PO. I mean, Anthony Daniels plays C-3PO.
I don't think that makes you the star of the
every
movie.
single Star Wars film, including the animated pictures, and they're all about me.
I don't think
It's
that makes.
following these droids through a 9-episode adventure, and then lots of offshoots.
I don't think being the first thing you see in a film makes you the star
Yes,
of the
but
film.
being in every chapter of the story does, isn't that right? Well, you're in 2 of them now. I'm in multiple.
But Daisy is the star of the 2 that she's in.
Okay.
I would say that Star Wars is an ensemble,
Of course.
Cast.
Of course.
but yes, there
So,
are people
yeah.
with who are more heavily featured.
Thank you
like
so
you.
much, Daisy, for joining us.
Is everything all right?
Thank you so. It's wonderful. We should absolutely.
It is one, and we're all very happy to have Daisy, and we want to continue talking to Daisy.
I would love to give you more advice. Thank you so much. If you wouldn't mind, I need to sit down. My neck is actually hurting me a little bit.
Yeah, there's a space on the floor if you'd like to sit down.
No, there's this. Move.
If he stubbed his toe, let him sit down.
I didn't stub my toe. I actually injured my neck. I stubbed my toe during the recording of The Phantom Menace in 1999. It hurts so much.
It still hurts?
Yes.
You might want to. That might be infected. You might want to. If it still hurts.
I've got great medical insurance that I could recommend you to a bunch of doctors if you'd like, Anthony.
You have medical insurance?
So much medical insurance.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Okay.
Off with you now.
All right, I'll leave you. Enjoy.
Off with you.
I took your piece of paper.
Thank you.
It was
Thank you,
great
thank you
meeting
so much.
everybody.
Thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure. An absolute
You'll have
pleasure.
to be back anytime.
We would love to have you. Daisy Ridley, everyone. Wow. Now that was a thrill. That's what I'm talking about. Woo!
Hello.
Hello.
So I have
yeah.
so much to teach you all.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
What do you have?
I need to take umbrage one more time with you referring to Daisy as the star of Star Wars?
Yes,
hope I made
because
myself-
she is the star. Yes.
She has, I don't even know if she has top billing, but
She starred
every
in Star
single
Wars.
iteration has, and then she's getting cast in all these different
I know. Did you
pictures.
hear? It was a ton
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, I heard.
You did hear it. Okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand because I am a master actor. I have portrayed so many roles in acting school, and I get typecast over and over again. I could be in any one of those big picture films. I could be fighting King Kong or
come
something.
on.
I could be part of.
Could you though?
As a Batman and as a,
Batman. Batman.
yes, whatever his name is.
Batman.
I could be on any popular TV show, the Game of Thrones. I could be on any big Broadway show. I could be on the biggest show.
You could be on Broadway.
I could lead it
Do
all.
you know the discipline it takes to be on Broadway? You think
I absolutely know because I went to dramatic school.
you went to, if I remember correctly, mime school. You were a mime. Right?
Yes.
You think you could be? There's not much call for mimes on Broadway.
What's
These
the
are
most popular Broadway show?
right now Hamilton. You think you could be
I
on
could do
Hamilton?
Hamilton.
You think you could do Hamilton?
I could do Hamilton.
Okay, well, we have some students here, Richie and Steve. They've trained. They've done a workshop with Lin-Manuel Miranda. Thank you, guys. I mean, they've done a workshop with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
workshop.
And I mean, if you think you can do Hamilton,
Okay.
let's see.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Here we
right,
go.
everybody, put one fist in the air for positivity.
Hey, what if you cannot?
It's all right, man. Just vibe out. Put another fist in the air for equality.
Take both those fists, find the closest person that's not of your ethnicity near you, and give them a hug. It's kind of hard in here, but at home.
Yeah, do it at home. I'm gonna kick it off.
Kick it.
All right? I'm gonna say it like this.
Good.
I'm gonna say, interracial love is kind of like a fluff another sandwich.
Ooh.
2 different flavors put in your mouth is outlandish. They want to break us apart, but that's not how you run the planet. Because equality is what we need, and we always empty-handed.
Going to Alexander Hamilton Park.
Life is like Silicon Valley.
Uh-huh.
I'm Thomas Middleditch.
Okay.
I feel like a little bitch unless I acknowledge my white privilege.
Ooh.
One time, 2 black people gave me a hug. I looked back and I said, that's an Oreo of love.
You see, shout outs to my sisters and my brothers.
What?
Shout outs to everyone in interracial couples that's chilling undercover.
Whoa.
You see, you might need to get FX and ATL like you Donald Glover, but there's only one love and there's no other.
What?
I'm the guy, yo. I don't need a pico. Shout out to all my people who don't have power in Puerto Rico. There's so many brothers, mothers, and colors. Everybody look at each other like a lover. Man, this dude an actor, but he way too old.
That's a fact.
Is this?
He was hot and he was cold in his fucking suit of gold.
I beg your pardon.
How you made out of gold and you never won an Oscar? You a shrimp on a plate, but we not talking pasta.
Please. You think you the best? You ain't great. Bill Hader had more range as BB-8. Honestly, even the man had more range as Anakin. Motherfucker, you ain't an actor, you a mannequin.
You see, you sweet like a little bar of granola. No one like you, we like R2-D2 and Yoda. And if they like you, they a liar and they're a hater. Cause no one watch you, we waiting for the lightsaber.
Right, no one ever read your IMDb. No one ever heard teleplays on BBC. You only got royalties, that's the only way you got wealth. You got a star on a Walk of Fame, man, kill yourself.
You got something to say for yourself?
Spit.
How dare you come to me with all of these accusations? and lies.
Really?
Really? Come on, man.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we out here, man.
Great work, gentlemen. You all right? Sorry.
I know what you think of me. You make a mockery of me. I may not be great thinking on my feet or improvisational acting, but I'm still an actor, and I will not let you besmirch my talents and my abilities and my successes. Be they Star Wars or Colby Street, I've done them all, and I would like to do a monologue.
Sure.
Give me the head.
You want the head?
She left me. She packed my bags last night. Pre-flight. 0 hour. 9 a.m. I'm going to be high. It's a kite by then. I miss the earth so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's going to be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me around again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuel, out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me around again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, oh no. I'm the rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out his fuse, up here, alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell. And there's no one there to raise them. Science, I don't understand. It's just my job, 5 days a week. A rocket man. A rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me around again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse, up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long in a galaxy far, far away. And then would you mind, when you put this out in post, could you superimpose 2 different versions of me singing?
Sure.
And carry on.
Okay. Well, that was something. I just want to say to my guest, Sir Anthony Daniels, you can probably go now. And who would like a little more music? Yeah. Let's go out on a high note, right? Let's go out on a high note. You can pick up their new album, Shame. It's on Mint Records. You can pick it up. Once again, Tough Age, everyone.
Never meant to see you cry.